in many countries where there's a corruption problem, it's oftentimes the corrupt officials themselves who are supposed to represent the interest of their country who actually will suggest to the contractor or actually pretty much demand that the contractor submit fraudulent and inflated claims, and they do that so that the contractor can pay the kickbacks that the officials are demanding. And of course, when the officials do that, the contractor understands that it will not be investigated or prosecuted for doing that. I've had a number of cases where there was a corrupt official who suggested to the contractor that it inflate certain bills to afford the kickbacks, and this was detected by an honest, independent supervisor, a project engineer who saw that the payment applications were being inflated, and actually stepped in, tried to do his or her job correctly, and would not approve the inflated payment applications. And ironically, it was the government officials who then stepped in and removed the honest supervisor so that their corruption scheme could go on. So the other thing I would suggest here, if another example that you mentioned, which is quite common, is that there's an honest, capable contractor that's willing and able to do good work in a certain region, but it discovers that there's endemic corruption. It discovers that they have to pay a kickback to be selected, and then they have to pay kickbacks on the job site. And so, ironically, the qualified contractor, the one that you'd really want to have working on the project, decides that it can't compete because it's too risky. And again, ironically, as you mentioned, Neil, what this does is it causes the honest people to withdraw, which leaves the field open to the dishonest, incapable contractor. So it makes it worse. So what is an honest contractor supposed to do when it's faced with this dilemma? One thing I might say is that if the project is financed by an international donor, if it's financed by the World Bank, what an honest contractor might do is confidentially report the situation to the donors. Tell them that there's corruption in the project. You want it treated confidentially as a confidential whistleblower. Tell the donor managers that there's corruption, that it's causing honest contractors to remove themselves. And the World Bank now has the resources and the intention. They can move and try to take steps to remove the corrupt factors in those arrangements.